Culture Pop Live. Culture Pop Live.
Top Porsche, molly on my wrist, diamonds up and down my chain. Cardi B straight, Johnny can't tell me nothing. Bust up and I change the game. It's my big box, really got all the boys shook. My big fat ass got all the boys hooked. Dropping dollar bills, now we're popping rubber bands. Bruno sing to me while I do my money dance like hey. Flexing on the gram like hey. Hit the little John, okay, okay. Yo, we dripping and fast and getting paid. Don't mess with my man. I will be the one to break it to you. Got my girls, got my man. Find your only man. Don't mess with my man. I will be the one to break it to you. Here's a little advice for you. Find your own man. I feel like I've been locked up tight for a century of loneliness, waiting for someone to release me. Hey, you're licking your lips, so long kisses my way. That don't mean I'm gonna give it away, baby, baby, baby. Hey, if you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle, gotta run me the right way. If you wanna be with me, I can make your wish come true. You gotta make a big impression. Alright, I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time, and I gave you my all. Now, baby, I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. I gave you my all. Now, baby, said I shake it like Gemma, make the boys say hello, 'cause I know I'm rocking the beat. I know you heard about a lot of great MCs, but they ain't got nothing on me. 'Cause I'm 5'2", I wanna dance with you when I'm sophisticated fun. I keep feeling my own and I'm nice and young. Best believe I'm on the way. Hey, hey. Oh, yo, we got it going on. Got it going on.
Welcome, sexy mofos, to Culture Pop Live. My name is Dre. Oh my God, man! For those of you who have just entered the building, I want to thank you for tuning in, and for those of you who have been with us from like season 1. Sorry, this is season 1. I mean episode 1. We're now episode 8. Thank you so much for your support, guys. And for those of you who have just joined in. We take a funny yet poignant look at social media, pop culture, entertainment, and all the good shit in between. We get to be unfiltered, share this space with incredible guests, plant seeds of thought in your mind, and man, that's all you need to hear, guys, because that's all I got. Now, this journey would not be complete if I didn't get to share this with my incredible friends. Please, to the left, and the woman that you heard singing and opening our show, please welcome Miss Gemma Lyle.
Hey, baby, pizza.
All right. Yes. Okay, and to my right, our musical director, who is also the band leader of The Mass, which has Buddy on drums and Carl on bass. Please welcome Mr. Darryl Beaton.
Thank you.
All right, now, you're probably wondering, why the hell are musicians interviewing people? Well, I'll tell you why. Because people are fascinating and music is the universal language. That is why. Plus, we're not working, so we figured this is like a, this is
Got
better
some
than...
free time.
Yeah, we got some free time, 100%. Now, I just want to get this little bit out of the road. I think it's super important, but I don't want to harp on it. We have this little thing called the tip jar. And it's kind of like the digital version of, tucking your coins in the guitarist open case, right? And what that does is it helps us fund this show because we have an amazing crew who gift us their time, their energy, their equipment to help make this happen. So it's super important for us to remunerate these guys. So please, whatever you have, guys, if you're saving up for a mortgage, if you're saving up for,
That'll do.
Yeah, just
that'll do.
whatever you got.
Don't worry about the house. Just give us some money.
Fuck the house, guys. Let's just keep this show going.
Entertainment.
Yes, exactly. Guys, DB, where are we? Please enlighten our viewers about this incredible facility that we're in right now.
I'd love to. We're in Studios 301, no less, in Alexandria here. It's the best studio in Australia, and we're so lucky to be in here. Like, so many magical albums and pieces of music can be made in this place, and it's just a real honour. It's such an incredible facility. So, yeah, Studios 301. Check them out.
Shout out to Ronnie for giving us the opportunity to come
Thank you,
here.
Ronnie.
And because this facility has so many amazing rooms, we've got the opportunity to be in all of them.
Yeah.
So next week, we're going to be in a different venue to here. Right now, we're in Studio 1, which is their premier suite, and they're kicking us out because people
the
are actually
premier
paying
suite.
to be in here. So that's how they roll. We're in the bathroom next week. But that's all good.
In the closet.
Guys, how weird is this to be entertaining people? Entertaining no one. I mean, apart from our crew, this is a crazy time we're in right now, right?
Yeah, not having that live audience is strange.
Yeah.
Not having that instant gratification. It's just us kind of patting each other on the back, being like, "You did so good.
Yeah, that's right.
That was beautiful."
Oh, man.
It's our substitute for gigs. We've got no gigs, so we just made our own. Correct.
Well, that's it. Yeah, we could have sat idle doing nothing, but we decided, hey, let's just put this together and pull together an insane crew of like-minded people, right?
The Avengers. Let's just
Yeah.
pull together the creative Avengers
Creative Avengers is what we call it.
and make a show.
Crew, make some noise.
Yes.
Come on, Chris!
Yeah, can we get a wide of everybody? That's our crew.
Hey!
Crazy family.
This show is a lot of planning, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of time and energy in order to get it to you like this. And I'm hoping you're enjoying it. Guys, have you been watching like programs online where there hasn't been an audience and what people have been doing?
Yes, yeah. I like the little applause button that you can press.
Just let me know when you're done.
Almost there. Almost there. Okay, I'm finished.
Shit, you've taught them well, man. All right, that's what we have to resort to right now. Right? This is
My
virus.
dad voice.
Oh, damn. I've been watching like sporting events where there's been no crowd and all you're hearing is
Oh, yeah, it's like those shred videos.
a bit weird. And then events where they've got screens up as the audience and it's like, I don't know whether
Oh, the
it's-
voice.
Yeah.
The voice.
That's a loop. They've like recorded people doing like this and that and they're just looping that.
Yeah,
They
like
must.
at least change your outfit. I've seen your face before.
Oh, man. So, guys, we have an insane show for you tonight. We are super pumped to bring episode 8 to you in all its entirety.
Yes, sir.
You've got to watch the whole thing because we're saving a bunch of really, really special moments till the end. Gee, bangs.
Let me tell
Who
you
have
all
we got?
about it. All right, I'm going to start off with Julie Cameron, our couture contortionist and aerial acrobat. We've got Johnny Ruffo, our actor, singer, songwriter. Talissa Ryder, our journalist from the 96.1 The Edge newsreader. So she's coming in with some hot goss, hopefully. We'll see. She always knocks us off our feet.
that segment.
We've got Dane Laborie, our eligible bachelor and trumpet legend. We've got James Mackey, our saucy soloing saxophonist. The Mass House Band tearing it up. And I'm going to bring it on in here with our first incredible guest for tonight, if you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen, our ambassador of good times, our soul-singing songwriter. Please welcome Volley K.
Wherever you're watching right now, feel free to grab your hands, get up and dance. You know what we do? We'll bring some joy to you. Let's go. There's always a joy every morning when I wake up every day. I see you on my mind, yes, you're on my mind. Gratitude's the way to start my day. I get a bit lonely though, a bit lonely, with nothing more to say. So tell me if you wanna, so tell me if you need a new magic help is on the way. Let me hear you say peace and love in the morning. tell me if the wanna, so tell me if you need a new mansion. Yeah, help is on the way. Let me hear you say. In the morning, ooh, when they give it, God say, you can never steal my, yeah, say, you can never steal my joy. In the morning, you can never steal my joy. In the evening, you can never steal my joy. You can never steal my joy. You can never steal my joy. In the morning, you can never steal my joy. See, you can never steal my joy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me hear you. Let me hear you say, you can't never, ever steal my joy. Let me hear you say, you can't never, ever steal my joy. Say, you can't never, ever steal my joy. You can't never, ever steal my joy. I say, God, joy. See, you can never steal my, yeah, you can never steal my joy in the morning. You can never steal my joy in the evening. You can never steal my joy. You can never steal my joy. You can never steal my joy in the morning. You can never steal my joy in the evening. You can never steal my joy. You can never steal. One more time, let me hear you sing it. You can't never, ever steal my joy. No, no, no. You can't never, ever steal my joy. No, you can't never, ever steal my joy. Hey, you can't never, ever steal my joy. Thank you so much. I'm Fully K. Yes, live right here. Culture Pop in your face.
Man, come on down, brother.
Come and join us, boys.
Yeah.
All right, the
my brother,
maths.
I've got to read this out because this is really beautifully written. All right, Volley K, a soul-infused singer-songwriter, bullied mercilessly in his community for looking physically different. He then became the bully before discovering acceptance through music and embracing his unique story. My man, please enlighten us about that. And welcome, Volley K, to the chat.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, thank you so much for having me. I've got to catch my breath.
That was incredible.
I just
man.
did my cardio
Your
for the whole
voice.
week. I can't feel my arms. I was clapping so hard the whole time.
Thank you
Man, I
for
can say
clapping.
that song's brought a lot of joy to my house.
Hey,
Absolutely.
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It was a fun record to make. Shout out to my boy Jerome Farah, who's been monumental to the sound
Yes.
that we made. Shout out to Luke Maturi, Micah, Donnie, my band that's usually playing with us.
How are these guys compared to your band?
Oh yeah, you know, the cream of the crop, mate.
The mess.
The mass.
The crop,
The hot
so
mass.
Yeah, so just going back, I think in life we all go through journeys and it's like particular moments in your life where you get at a crossroads and it's like you either allow it to break you or make you really. And I think that's what happened to me at an early age, at an age of 15, you know, having to wake up every day hoping that you turn black because the rest of my family's black. So, and then like going to sleep every night and then you're like thinking, oh, let's hope tomorrow I'll wake up and I'll be black. But obviously it doesn't happen. So every night it's still, you know, from the age of 4 to about 15 was a moment where I was just like constantly, you know, constantly crying every night, you know, crying because I was like, why am I getting bullied? Why am I getting teased at? Even by my own family, you know. And then obviously that it turned when I became the bully, so to speak, because I was a lot bigger than most people. So, and for that reason, I was like, I'll use my size. So,
Which is a natural thing to do. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
Back into a corner.
it shouldn't be the natural though.
No,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
And then
Yeah.
that's why I have
Fight
to,
or flight. That, you know.
exactly right. And I think as humans, our first way of sort of interaction or trying to survive is going through that, survival mode and like do what you can, But thank God for music, man. Like it definitely allowed me to convey my story. There's a whole bunch of music that I'll be releasing shortly. So watch this space on my platforms, and it'll be like just stories of victory and some testimonials.
So was there any one thing that like turned was there something that reframed it or that sort of just turned that whole thing around for you? Was it music or was it what helped you to get through that period?
Man, great question. There was someone once told me the two most significant moments in your life is the day you're born and the second is the day the realize of why you were born.
Wow. Right.
And it was in that moment that I realized, man, I've been doing this all wrong. Like I'm not living for anybody else, I should be doing this for myself and be proud of who I am and where I've come from and who my parents are and my origin, and be proud to be Fijian and be proud to carry the beads of the islands and represent us, And I think that's, I'm not getting emotional, it's just I'm out of breath.
It's all good, man.
Like seriously.
COVID does that too.
Yeah, if you see me crying, just sweat, believe me.
No, we're actually doing onions back there for
Yeah, exactly. I thought you were fighting onions, but anyway. But yeah, it's definitely not. It's been I think we all have stories, and I think that's the unique thing about being us as humans. And the reason why I love music, it breaks all those walls, if I hear, if DB's going through some hard times, he jumps on the piano and he just lets it go. I can tell he's going through hard times because you can hear it by his emotions of the way he plays.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And by the way you sing or by the way Gem sings, And I think that's the great thing about music, and I'm forever grateful. And also grateful for, such platforms like Cultrure Pop, like yourselves, being allowing us to get on this platform and convey our message and our music and our arts, and in the hopes that we inspire someone else.
Yeah. I guess it's super important to surround yourself with the right people, right? Especially in all of the phases that you go through in life. So when you were going through what you went through, did you gravitate towards certain people that, were, in tune and resonated with where you were at? Because you were saying that you wanted to be black, and there's a lot of black people that want to be white. So it's this really weird conundrum. How did you find people that kind of like fit into where you were at?
Yeah, good question, man. And the funniest thing, right? This whole Black Lives Matter movement, like I'm all for it, but at the moment I'm not white or black, so I'm right in the middle. So it's like, is there a no color movement? Because that's me. But no, I mean, like I gravitated to people who are wholesome. What I mean by that is people that when you talk to somebody, the way they reply, they are hoping to understand. Most people reply in hoping to reply again. So they're not nowhere looking to understand. They're nowhere looking to listen. So when I was interacting when I was going through those moments, I gravitated to those who are willing to listen and understand, and then try and tell me their story, and then therefore interchange and exchange stories and testimonials, and then become better and stronger. And I mean, like, thank God for Oprah. She's like. She's like my mum, like, what I mean? My mum's black and strong. So she's like the
Mama Oprah.
I know, right? And she, like, man, some of the stuff she used to say, growing up, my mum used to love watching her. So primary school and stuff, I used to hear her, stuff like that. But also growing up in church and gospel music and, and each their own. But for me personally, I can only say that I gravitated to those who are, wholesome, who are willing to give from a place of a deep well of goodness.
Yes.
Yeah. So did you you grew up in church, Bolly?
I did. I grew up in church and started playing in the band at like age 8.
8? Yeah. Up there on Sundays?
Yeah, every Sunday. And like all my brothers were playing footy, and I was like, well, I want to play footy.
Got to go to church.
And my parents were like, no, you go to church. So I was like, oh man, if only, like, but I'm grateful for that now, because it's definitely grounded me to the man I am today.
Yeah, and it flows through your music and what
Thank
you're
you.
trying to say. And my gosh, that first song,
Thank you so much.
Joy
So
is
you
definitely the word.
you would have played drums in the church because our listeners, our viewers wouldn't have seen you play drums. We know you as a drummer.
Yes.
We got to get you playing later on.
Yeah, I mean, most days I'm a plus size model and a backup dancer.
Oh,
But hey, I'll teach you how to do
They
that.
call it a curve model.
Jokes.
curve model.
Yes,
What's
the correct term is curve model.
That's it, curvaceous.
Yeah, and you got to embrace those curves, baby.
Mate, I tell you, I've got a whole lot of
COVID
balls.
curves. I'm embracing it all.
Bro, I'm really curious when that moment was for you where you transitioned like from bully to where you are right now, or even that understanding of, okay, I can't do this anymore. I can't do life that way anymore, and I need to change my ways.
when
What
did
was
you
that moment? Was there a everyone has those defining moments that you just have this epiphany and you're like, wow, okay, fuck.
Man, like, look, I don't want to get super spiritual or anything right now.
Nah, bro,
But
love
hey,
stories.
listen, you're going to ask the question, you're going to receive the answer.
100%.
That's it.
We want to listen.
So, buckle up.
Let's go. Let's get there.
So, at the age of 15, I got invited to go to this youth camp. A youth camp is mostly consist of a whole bunch of church people, and they don't sing around, sit around a fire and sing Kumbaya. That's not what happens, okay? And do you know, it's not that way, or not the camp I go to. Anyway, I was sitting amongst, a couple of maybe 200 young youth. We're ages from between, 12 to 28. And we're all sitting there. There's about 200 of us, and then this person at the front started talking about identity. And then it was in that moment, whatever he said, it just felt like he was talking directly to my soul. And I had a supernatural encounter. Wow. That sounds super spooky, but I can only say that because I genuinely had that. And it's like falling in love. It's like trying to describe that to somebody. That's what it felt like for me.
Wow.
And it's like, it's like an encounter that you can't really describe. Like when you lose somebody, it's hard to, it hurts, but how does it feel, To me, that's what that super encounter was, because I realized that who I belong to, who made me, why I was made, and who loved me more than anything. And from that, I moved forward in life.
You know what I love about you, bro? I love that you promote this whole positive mindset on your YouTube channel as well too. I've watched a couple of your clips, and they're great. You're not just out there putting out your music, but you're also imparting knowledge. And like, is that something that you want to carry on to, say, younger musicians, younger producers? So it's just not just about the music and also about the mindset?
Yeah, man. And I think you definitely hit that on the head. I think it's about the way of life, Like, music is great, but then when you have, like, hip-hop has a culture, do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's what music should be. It should, one of the best sayings I've ever heard about music is the ability to create a thought without your permission.
Oh, wow.
And when you allow that to happen, it's amazing, like it's incredible. And it's like, I genuinely do want to inspire anyone that's listening, young or old, doesn't matter what color your skin is, whatever. And I just feel like the only thing you get to leave behind is your legacy. You know what I mean? So when they look back at my YouTube channels, hey, it's Volley K. And just giving that love, man.
But you are so inspiring, though.
Thank
just
you.
being around you, you definitely are
Thank
an
you so
ode to
much.
positivity. You're an
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you,
So, my man, music-wise, what's coming up for you?
Well, I'm in the steps. I've been so privileged and honored to be able to rent a space here at 301.
You're our neighbour.
Yeah, like literally next door. And I've been there for 2 months and a bit now, and I've been creating and cooking a whole lot, and I'm just looking forward to releasing. There's a whole bunch of songs that I'm just waiting for my management to choose which songs I want to release first.
Yeah,
but I'm excited, and just there's a whole lot of goodness coming out.
I actually love seeing your face when we walk into here.
Yeah,
and
it's
set
the
up this
best.
space. It's just like, yes.
I know, they should just keep me here forever. Like, I should be the mascot for 301. Jeez.
Good morning, Volley.
Yeah, Ron. Yeah.
Shout out to Ron. I want to do something a little off the cuff, and this was not planned in our schedule at all because people need to hear you play. I would love for you to jump on that kit.
Oh.
Jump on that kit, my man, and
Bro, I'm
slam
not
us a
like
groove.
Buddy, though. Come on,
Bro,
man.
you're insane.
Who are you? Who are you?
Like, I'm that.
You want to hear this?
I want to hear this.
Yeah, you want to hear this?
Hey, always.
Do you guys want to hear this? That's right.
Yas.
See, they said no.
I heard a yas.
This is how we roll, guys. We don't plan a lot of this shit. We just free ball. Volley, my man. All right.
Hey. That's what I'm talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the fattest grooves of Volley K.
Hey. All right. Make yourself at home, Volley K. Hit. Hey.
This monkey friend, baby.
Yeah. Okay, baby.
I think about you want to make, then I know you think about the fall. Shit comes to be, but the number's but not the phone. I say grooving my groove, just the way that you like it. Oh, what you want? I say, let me hear some horns for me.
Hey.
Let me hear some keys for me. Woo! Culture pop, got your ear poppin', make it feel so good. Culture pop, make you feel good, make your ear pop. Woo! That's enough. That will do.
Yeah! What a legend!
Ladies and gentlemen, Volley K. Check out his single, Joy. It's an ode to positivity. And right now, that's exactly what we need. DB, who have we got up next?
That was amazing.
Well, we need to throw over to the newsroom right now, where we've got the latest headlines that are legit because we saw them on Google. We're gonna throw over to. Let me just. We're gonna throw over to the latest headlines to Talissa Ryder. Everybody.
Oh, hey, girl.
Thanks, Darryl. In these lonely coronavirus times, it seems a lot of Aussie women have taken fancy to Brett Sutton. He's Victoria's Chief Health Officer, who's there every day with Premier Dan Andrews, giving us the latest COVID updates. Our people have made their obsession public. A page on Facebook called Brett Sutton is Hot, boasting 8,500 likes. My work colleague has also informed me there's a Twitter page called 120 Days of Sutton, which is an erotic fan fiction. She is a member. A brewery in Western Canada has been forced to apologise after unknowingly naming a beer product the Maori word for pubic hair. Hell's Basement Brewery in Alberta started marketing Huru Huru, a New Zealand craft ale, last year. They picked the name because they thought it meant feather or fur, but a well-known Maori TV personality has since come out saying it has a totally different meaning for the Indigenous community. Just when we thought we'd seen it all, a naked sunbather has been photographed chasing a wild boar through a German park. Why? Because it had stolen his laptop bag, of course. He didn't seem to mind the public attention, though, apparently telling the guy who took the pics to post them online. A stray pup who kept showing up at a Hyundai car dealership in Brazil has seen his persistency pay off. He's now been adopted as the showroom's official mascot and hired as a professional consultant, given the task of meeting and greeting customers as they walk in. And if you've been playing a lot of board games during ISO, you might want to listen up. Pictionary and Scrabble have introduced a new rule, forcing players to put their smartphones into the empty box lid to stop distractions and potential cheating. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Talissa Ryder. That's it. We're going to have T back on later on for our second round of what the fuck news. Right? All right, guys, I'm really excited about this next young gentleman that we have back on. Now, I got to read this out. This is pretty crazy, but I'm going to save this little bit for the last time. You've performed on stage with Salt and Pepper. He has supported One Direction and toured with the Backstreet Boys.
Oh my God!
What the hell? That's right. Yes, he arrived on Summer Bay as Chris Harrington on Home and Away. Now, this bit here, he's had 2 top 20 hits. All right, our Broken Glass, the first since his life-changing 3-year battle with brain cancer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome as our second guest on Culture Pop Live, Johnny Ruffo!
at you handsome devil.
Right.
You know,
Can
it's
I
gonna be
ask
good with
a
the
quick
horn.
question?
Yeah.
Is what the fuck news a real thing?
It is. These are actually legitimate news headlines.
Okay. No.
It's real.
They're so outlandish that you're like, nah.
You can't make this shit up, John.
You can't be right.
You cannot make this shit up.
How are you, bro?
I'm good.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It's
Yeah.
it's a privilege to come here. You guys have got a great setup.
Something different, right?
Yeah, it's great. It's really good. And Volley's song, you know, Can't Kill My Joy. Wow.
Yeah.
It's sort of it just hits you at home, you know.
Yeah.
God damn it, you know, in a world where there's so much you know, hatred and negativity, it's such an uplifting song.
It is.
And I'm just like, oh wow, it's such, you know, you can't kill my joy. It's great.
Man,
Love
and
it.
now more than ever, we probably need more songs like that, right?
Absolutely.
And there's an energy in this room. I don't know about you, but there's an energy.
I'm trying to match it. It's hard. You're up here.
Don't, because you fumble on your words like I am.
Yeah. Yeah, we need you to be, you know, less perfect, please, because we just throw it together, don't we, sometimes?
You know what? I want to get down to the nitty gritty of your brain cancer because that is absolutely ridiculously crazy that you've experienced something like that. But can we just touch on the Backstreet Boys
Yeah, of course.
and One Direction?
Nice.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
I feel
huge
like I
Nice
need to know.
segue. No.
Wow.
You really have to talk to me about your cancer. But before we get to that,
He wants a shit sandwich.
Backstreet Boys. They were great. Honestly, probably the best tour I've done.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing, and they were so generous with their time and everything. You know, they wouldn't shy away from, you know, if you want to just go sit with them at dinner time, you know, just go sit with them. They were great. They were like, come sit down, man.
Yeah. Did
Tell
you
me
have a
more
fa-
about Brian. Sorry, I'm just really
Oh, you're
excited
a
about
Brian
Brian.
I didn't talk much with Brian.
Is he the good
Who
look?
was
You don't
your
need to
favourite then?
talk
Did you have a
with
favourite?
Brian.
Probably AJ.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He was great.
AJ's cool.
Yeah, he's really
Yeah,
cool.
he's cool.
And I got along with Donnie Wahlberg, Mark Wahlberg's brother.
Yeah, right.
He was great. So he got me up on the very last concert in Perth. He got me up on stage, and I did some. He was like talking about it to the crowd. At the time, I was doing Dancing with the Stars.
Uh-huh.
So
Which you won.
well, it could have been because of him.
Yeah, well,
He got me up on stage.
let's not just brush over that. You actually won Dancing with the Stars.
Got him a
Yeah,
couple
yeah.
of votes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He got me up on stage. He's like, "Hey guys, Johnny Ruffo here's. I know he's from your estate." This was in Perth. He was like, "He's on Dancing with the Stars. You gotta vote for it."
Get on your phones, or we're
Yeah,
not
so-
singing. I want it that way.
Could have been because of that.
Yeah, well, any leg up's a good leg up, right?
Well, that's it.
Especially when he's dancing. You're gonna have to teach us some moves later.
Oh God, no, I can't dance anymore.
Spin me around, Johnny Ruffo.
COVID kilos on.
And for our British fans, home and away.
Yeah, home and away.
Yeah, it's huge in the
Oh,
UK,
God.
right? That's
It's massive there,
yeah.
yeah. So I did that for 3 years, or just over 3 years, and it was great. Oh, I've got so many friends from that show. Like, I'm still great friends with Lynn McGranger, Irene.
Oh, I saw
Irene.
that.
Irene.
Oh, you
my
guys have
God.
collaborated,
It's like
right,
the
for
Mrs. Mangle.
HelloFresh?
Yeah, we've done so much together. I had
Trey.
lunch with her last week.
Did
She's
you?
great. She's great.
Yeah, she's a Wonder Woman.
Yeah, she
Yeah, I
does a
love
lot.
her. Yeah, that's beautiful.
So I have to ask now, brain cancer.
We're there now.
Yeah.
Dude,
We're
we're
in.
getting deep now. We're going to go deep because this is pretty important. This is like
Yeah,
a
it was,
huge moment in your life.
It was a huge shock.
Can you explain to our viewers just the story of that? How
I can try.
Okay.
It's hard. It's quite hard to explain. It came on so quick. You know, it's not something you think it's going to happen to you. And I was at home one day. Like I'd sort of been getting headaches. I feel everyone gets headaches, though, you know. And
how old were you at the time?
29.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Just trying to work out. I was just trying to take 3 from 32. It took me that long.
That's too.
So yeah, I was 29. I was at home one day, and I'd gotten headaches before, but I was sort of like, it's probably just going out too much on the weekend, or maybe too many drinks. But yeah, one night I was at home, and my girlfriend asked me a question, and I couldn't talk. I was like I couldn't even form a sentence to talk back to her. and it was just she said she was like, fuck, and she took me straight to the hospital, and I was in the waiting room for several hours, and then they sort of brought me through, and then they told her just to go home, come back and pick him up in the morning, he'll be fine. And the next morning she got a phone call to say, you have to come in immediately because we've found a tumour in his right frontal lobe, 7 centimetre tumour, like the size of my fist.
Oh my goodness.
And yeah, she had to come back and sign the forms to have the operation, and there was a 20% chance that I wouldn't survive in the operation. And then she asked the surgeon what the chances would be if I didn't have it, and they said 0%. He was not going to survive. So if she hadn't taken me to the hospital when she did, I wouldn't be here now.
Wow.
And yeah, so I went in, had the surgery. It took 11 hours. And then I woke up, I think maybe 2 days later. I can't remember exactly. So you have to excuse me. And yeah, I woke up and I sort of had to learn how to walk again and just a few different things. So just getting rid of my phone because I can hear it buzzing in my ears. You didn't catch that, did you? Yeah, like I just had to learn so many things, and I had to do this cognitive test. And if you have to get 30 out of 30 on it, otherwise they don't let you go. And the first time I did it, I got some wrong. I rushed through. I was like, this is easy. Anyone can do this. And I rushed through it, and I got so many easy questions wrong. I was like, oh man, it just kind of made me realize, God, I'm not as switched on as I think I am. Because you've come out of this huge operation, and you're not thinking straight. You can't remember certain things, and I was all over the place. And it took me maybe a week or 2 weeks in hospital, and then I finally got this test right. And I was able to had to walk on a straight line and then up and down steps. And I did this, at the time it felt quite odd, but it was, so I had to make a selection of hot drinks. That's what the nurse made me do. She said, okay, I want a cold tea with milk in it. And I want a short black coffee with 2 sugars in it and no milk. And then there was 3. So there were 3 different drinks, and I had to make them perfectly right. Otherwise, I wasn't allowed to leave. So eventually I got it right. And then
Turned you into their barista.
yeah, right. Like, who are these drinks
This
for?
guy's good.
That wasn't a test. They just wanted some drinks.
They
mate.
just wanted coffees.
They just couldn't be bothered making
Let's
them
make
themselves.
Ruffo do it.
It's quite possible. But and then I was able to go home, and it was at first I was so inundated with so many messages and people coming over. Like every day I'd have a new visitor, and it got to the point where it's like I didn't even have time to rest and just let myself heal. And yeah, I had so many people come over. Then finally, so the people would sort of slow down. You'd stop getting as many visitors, and then I had to start my radiotherapy, and that was hard because it was every single day, so you didn't really have a chance to even forget for a moment. So every single day you're going to do your radiotherapy. I did that for, this could be wrong, maybe 6 weeks. Could have been 8, I can't remember. And then I had a 2-week break and started chemotherapy. Yeah. Well, sorry.
No, don't apologise.
Sorry.
We lost an amazing friend of ours to cancer as well. So it's incredible that you survived it, and you're here sharing your story with us. We're extremely grateful that you're here to do this with us and still be alive to be able to share it. This now, has this given you a whole new lease on life?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I might not even have been here today, so I'm so grateful for everything, and I try and enjoy every single part of my life now.
Yeah.
Every day, every minute, you know, every hour. And I just try not to sweat the little things. You know, a lot of people stress about certain things, but you can't. You know, you can't take things for granted. You need to just live life to the absolute fullest, because you just don't know when your time's going to be.
That's right.
Can we screw this fucking COVID thing and give this guy a hug?
Yeah.
Yeah? Fuck it. Let Scott Morrison fuck us up.
Give him a big cuddle. Yeah, he got you good. No.
Man, I remember
so lucky.
we did a performance together a couple of years ago now, and it was to raise money for
It was a brain cancer foundation.
Foundation.
Yes.
And I even remember then, man, you're a lion. You are one of the bravest humans I've had the
Thanks, man.
the
Thank you so
joy
much.
of spending time with. And you were positive even way back then. I know you've been in remission for like a couple of years.
About a year and a half-ish.
Right,
now.
yeah. And
Yeah.
back then, you hadn't had that information yet, and you were already
Just got to be
supremely
positive.
positive.
You
And
have to be.
yeah.
You can't let it beat you. If you let it beat you, it will beat you.
Mm.
You cannot let it beat you. If there's anyone watching, please stay strong and stay positive.
Mm.
You have to.
Yeah, that's the takeaway.
Are you still with your partner?
Absolutely.
Man.
Yeah.
Of course he
Let's
is,
give
man.
her a
She's an
shout out,
angel.
Oh, man.
She's an angel.
saved
Can
my
we say her
life.
name? Can we give her a
Of course
shout out?
you can. Tani's probably watching now. Hey, babe.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Looking straight down the barrel.
Hey.
Ooh.
Brownie points. You got to collect those gold stars, my friend.
Yeah, right.
Does she ever like pull that one on you though? Like, you know, can you bring me home a latte? Like, remember that time I saved your life? You know, I mean,
That's her trump card.
Oh, no, you've just given her an idea now. Oh, babe, can you get up and get me a chocolate?
yeah,
Need a chalky milk,
why?
baby.
Remember that
Need a
time I
chalky
saved your
milk.
life?
yeah. Fruit and nut, thanks.
So, brother, you're an ambassador for some amazing foundations. Do you want to give a shout out to those foundations to our viewers?
I would love to. So, firstly, I was an ambassador for this incredible charity called Save Our Sons. Now, it's about Duchenne muscular dystrophy. So these kids have it's 100% mortality rate.
Wow.
So it's very rare that they would live past 25. And the guy Ellie, who started the charity, his son has muscular dystrophy, and he is the most incredible man I have ever met in my life. He has given up everything to raise money to find a cure to save his son's life.
Wow.
And, you know, I sit there in awe watching him. He's just unbelievable. If you ever met him, he's like, if I could be half the man he is, I would take that any day of the week.
Aw.
He's just great. And, you know, this year it's really hard for them because they can't have their yearly gala to make money to give to research and, you know, giving these kids a better quality of life while they are still here.
Is there somewhere where people can donate?
I assume so. Maybe the website. It's
Yeah. it'll
Yeah,
be
we
on
could
there.
probably
Save Our Sons
Get someone to look that up, and maybe we can.
Yeah.
we can get
.org maybe.
Okay. Yep.
Don't quote me on that.
We'll find it. Don't worry.
But yeah, they're great. That's one. They're incredible. Wonderful charity. Oh, I've had so many just incredible times with them that I hold so close to my heart. They're amazing.
Wow. A living example, guys, of living each day, you know, to the fullest, right? And
You gotta
being
do
so
it, man.
grateful that you wake up alive.
Yeah.
100%.
yeah.
Bro, can you stay with us for a little bit longer?
Yeah, fine. Of course I can.
We have got something super special for you guys right now. This is crazy, and I never thought we'd get to have this opportunity to have someone with this incredible skill set. And here at Cultrure Pop Live, we like to be flexible, but not as flexible as our next guest. Please welcome Julie Cameron and the Mass.
Let's go. You are my sun, you are my earth, but you didn't know all guess I loved you. No, you took a chance and made all the plans. I bet you didn't think that they would come crashing down. No, you don't have to say what you did. I already know. I found out from him. Now there's just no chance for you and me. There'll never be. Don't it make you sad about it? Told me you love me. Why didn't you leave me all alone? Now you tell me you need me, and then you call me on the phone. Well, boy, I refuse. You must have me confused with some other guy, some other baby. Bridges could burn. Well, now it's your turn to cry. Cry me a river. Cry me a river, girl, now. Cry me a river. Cry me a river, girl. Let's go, boys. Hey, hey, ho! The damage is done, so I guess I'll be leaving now. Hey! The damage is done, so I guess I'll be leaving. Hey! The damage is done, so I guess I'll be leaving. Hey! The damage is done, can you give me some horns over here now? Cry me a river. Cry me a river, girl. Cry me a river. Cry me a river. Cry me a, cry me, cry me. Cry me, cry me. Cry me, cry me. Go on and cry, cry, cry. Cry me a river.
Holy shit! Oh my God. I struggle to stretch when I get out of bed. Jesus Christ, that was unbelievable. Wow. Oh my God. Julie Cameron. We've got a very special performance with Julie and Darryl later on. So if you're watching out there, you've got to stick around. We have Johnny Ruffo here on Culture Pop Live, and he's just said some incredible insights and stories with us, and we've decided to keep in mind because he's soon going to grace us with his golden vocals.
Wow.
That's it. You talked up the Backstreet Boys tour. No, we didn't talk about One
One
Direction.
Direction. That must have
Yeah,
been
they were
crazy
alright.
though. But the crowd, yeah.
All right. Oh, there's I can
The
hear something
crowd?
there. Well, they
Oh, the
weren't as
crowd
nice
was-
as
Yeah.
Well,
Backstreet.
no. It's not that they weren't as nice. They just weren't as accessible,
okay.
perhaps.
Yeah,
Too cool.
they weren't as real.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Too young.
Maybe they were great to tour with, but just I feel like the older guys have kind of been there and done that whole, super group, and
More generous.
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But I still had an incredibly great time. Touring's everything.
It's great,
You
isn't it?
guys know, and touring's everything. You can't beat touring. It's
Yeah,
hard
it
to
satisfies
explain
all
to somebody
the
that
criteria, right?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
traveling, you're
it's
doing what you love.
so good.
Got that yummy money.
Well, that kind of helped.
So let's talk a little bit more about your music, brother. You've
Let's
got
do
this
it.
incredible story, and obviously you've had an incredible career in music. So, do you infuse your story in your songs?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in particular, the most recent song that I released, Broken Glass, was quite personal for me. It's probably the most vulnerable song I've released. It just, having gone through what I went through, it changes you, I think. it changes the way you think, the way you see things, what you value, and I think that shows a lot now, more so in my music. Whereas previously, you know, I was younger and I'd write songs about going out and girls and
Chicky babes.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
babes. But yeah, so whereas now, I think the lyrics mean so much more to me now than what they have, because I mean, my first single, I'll be on top of the world when I'm on top of you, girl.
All right. And that, yeah.
That was my most
That's a
successful.
poignant lyric.
It's a chart topper, though. You know
That
what I'm
was
saying?
my most successful song. I think it went double platinum.
Double platinum, yeah.
I can't believe what people eat up these days. That's
Right?
Thanks, Australia.
But the next single I'll be releasing is called Let's Get Lost.
Right.
And I think it's kind of for everyone, you know. Everyone's been so cooped up and not been able to live the freedom that they usually are. So this one's called Let's Get Lost. It's about, you know, just pack your stuff up, get in the car and just drive.
Oh, I love
just
that.
drive, you know, and just see the world, see the country, see Australia, see the world wherever you live.
Absolutely.
Just drive and enjoy it. Get the fresh air.
Yeah, 100%.
If you've got a convertible, put the top down.
Just don't cross the border.
Oh, yeah, especially in Albury, Wodonga.
Is that where you're from?
No.
Okay.
You're from Western
He's
Australia,
like,
right?
no.
Yeah, I'm from Perth.
Oh, dude.
That's a great place to get lost up that way.
Oh,
Perth is
Perth.
everything.
Hey.
So great.
Our trumpet player Dane has spent some amazing time in Perth.
Great man.
Dane's done some beautiful footage as well, drone footage of Perth, and he
It's incredible.
in the car, weren't you, driving around?
He's lost many a drone over that way, haven't
Yeah,
you?
you've lost a few drones, haven't you, mate?
Drones
In the
trees.
tree.
There's
in
so
the
much
tree.
to see in Perth. There's the Pink Lake. I haven't actually seen it myself, but everyone else has seen it. And Tani, my girlfriend, wants to go to Perth and do a bit of a road trip up and down the coast. There's so much
Yeah.
wineries and
Oh, you're selling it. I'm in.
wineries and,
Let's
and
do it.
more wine.
Tour bus? Culture Pop Live tour bus?
Let's do it.
Hey, I'm down.
I went to the Barramundi Festival up there.
Oh, nice. There's
Oh.
a crab
A couple of
festival.
years
There's a
ago.
crab festival in Perth.
It's crap
Yes.
festival
In Mandurah,
in
rather.
King's Cross as well.
Not the crab festival you're thinking of.
A
I was going to say,
festival.
there's
wow.
a crab festival going through the band at the moment.
Stop.
So is music your focus now? Is that where you found that you know your calling is?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I love anything in the entertainment world. I love acting. It's just a different avenue to express your creativity.
Mm.
I love doing that.
Where do you sway more, an actor or?
Neighbours.
I mean, live performing is it.
Yeah.
It's everything because you getting that instant reaction, and you can, you know, you can read the crowd, and you can sing to them, and you can toy with them.
Yeah.
It's great.
We do that with our crew here. That's all we've got.
But yeah, I think for me, music's always been my greatest passion, and it just brings me so much joy. So I think that's kind of where my heart lies.
For sure. And our viewers are now going to be treated with broken glass. You sing live.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
man, on Culture
goodness.
Pop Live. I think it's great. I think
All right.
we've got an incredible band.
Yeah, let's
I'd say-
do it.
So
While,
do you
while
wanna-
we're doing that, it's saveoursons.org.au.
There you
Give
go.
a shout out to those.
SaveOurSons.org.au.
Make sure you look them up and
Want to donate $5 or something?
do it.
Please do.
100%.
And the Cure Brain Cancer Foundation?
On our
Yeah,
post
we'll
for
put that
this-
in
to
the
that as
stream
well too.
for sure.
All of them.
All of them, yeah.
Can we sing a song, brother? Can we?
Absolutely, I'd love to.
Oh, Johnny,
So,
thank you.
Hopefully, I'll remember the lyrics.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, guys, you are being treated to this amazing man's story
Woo!
through song.
My back.
Johnny Ruppo on Culture Pop Live is going to sing Broken Glass for you guys.
We're so lucky. Oh, what an interview. What a guy.
You say you're there for me, always say you're there for me, even when I'm not around. I'm walking aimlessly, but girl, you know you follow me when I am lost in the crowd. I keep on losing sleep, there's gotta be a remedy. think I'm losing my mind. I'm fighting misery, these chords are creeping off of me. I'm running out of time. Would you catch me if I'm falling? I'm broken glass. Wake me if I'm broken, don't mend the past. Time is not forever, no, nothing lasts. Catch me if I'm falling, I'm broken glass. Catch me if I'm falling. I'm walking down this road, it's like a one-way track. Instead of moving forward, I keep looking back. These possibilities scarred by insecurities. I wanna run out, this is what you do to me. Oh, I'll be fighting for you, ain't nothing stopping me. It's tearing me up inside. I'm not a murderer, but girl, I know I'm killing me without a place to hide, yeah. Would you catch me if I'm falling? I'm broken glass. Wake me if I'm broken, don't mend the past. Time is not forever, no, nothing lasts. Catch me if I'm falling, I'm broken glass. Catch me if I'm falling. Wake me if I'm broken, don't mend the past. Time is not forever, no, nothing lasts. Catch me if I'm falling, I'm broken glass. Catch me if I'm falling. I keep forgetting these memories and melodies. Who's gonna catch me when I fall? The taste of your lips, the sound of your voice, your hand in my hand, you're my choice. Would you catch me if I'm falling on broken glass? Take me if I'm broken, don't mend the past. Time is not forever, no, nothing lasts. Catch me if I'm falling, I'm broken glass. Would you catch me if I'm falling, I'm broken glass. Wake me if I'm broken, don't mend the past. Time is not forever, no, nothing lasts. Catch me if I'm falling, I'm broken glass. Catch me if I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. Catch me if I'm falling.
Oh my God, guys, give it up for Johnny Ruffo. He's the reason why we love having a show like this, because we get to share this space with incredible human beings, guys. SaveOurSons.org.
.au.
SaveOurSons.org.au.
There you
Bro,
go.
thank you so much. Stick around.
Thank you,
DB.
Johnny.
Yeah, look, I think we've got some breaking breaking headlines over in the newsroom with Talissa Ryder. Can we go? Let's go. Where is she? Where? Oh, yes, the foreign correspondent. She's over there.
Thanks.
You got me on that one.
All right, serious news face. Thanks, guys. I think we could. Fires to the pandemic to Tiger King, we've seen it all, and now Australia has been down a reverse waterfall. It comes after wild weather battered New South Wales coast yesterday. The strong winds quite literally pushing water and sea spray up over the 25-metre high cliffs at the Royal National Park. People have gone crazy over the images on Twitter, saying it's the most 2020 thing they've seen all year. Looks like people are making the most of their hotel quarantine. A woman who's been staying at the Sheraton in Sydney has been transforming her boring TV dinner meals into works of art. She's posted the creations to her Insta page, The Forged Foodie, dubbing herself Quarantine Karen. Meantime, a fired-up mum is standing up to one of the biggest companies in the world, saying she won't be bullied into changing her logo. Natalie Monson started the app Prepare to help him meal plan and let users store recipes. It's even available on the App Store, but Apple think the Pear logo and leaf is too close to their brand, so they're sending in the lawyers. And in completely normal news, a South Korean YouTuber has momentarily set his private parts on fire. The gamer was playing Fall Guys when he asked his followers to provide him with a punishment if he didn't place first. The winning response, to light the old crotch for 5 seconds, naturally. He admitted to receiving second-degree burns from the incident, which seems like the obvious results. On that note, back to you guys.
Oh, wait. What?
Jesus Christ.
Can we do that on the show?
Are they actual headlines?
Yeah, this is real stuff.
What's going on, man?
I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, please don't
I
do
really
that on the
do.
show.
I feel like there should be some disciplinary action for you, Dre, sometimes, maybe.
Maybe.
We'll set some guidelines and see if we can
Oh,
set
there's
that
no
crotch on
guidelines set
fire.
for me. I've crossed all. Oh,
All
man.
boundaries. And nobody's
So,
safe.
guys, there you are. All right, now we have something really special that we're really excited about. We spent long and hard trying to make this work for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. We have now, it's so beautiful that I can't speak properly. Julie Cameron back, the amazing contortionist, doing a beautiful piece with Darryl Beaton on the grand piano. Ladies and gentlemen, Darryl Beaton and Julie Cameron.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Julie Cameron, our couture contortionist, there we go, and our aerial acrobat for this evening. A bit of an ethereal moment there. Our angel. Our angel over there with Darryl Beaton.
Perfect marriage of music and motion, skill, art. That was incredible.
Yeah, I forgot to move my face. I was just, I was drooling at you, but in the most amazing way. Oh, my goodness. All right, Darryl, take a seat. Come and join us. Oh, don't forget this. My queen.
Thank you. Wrong way around though.
My ice queen. Oh, you've got to show off the Swarovski crystals tray. Look at her. Oh, my goodness. Here we are at Culture Pop Live with our couture contortionist queen, Julie Cameron. Oh, I was on another planet. There we
Feels
go.
like we have the queen on.
Is she waving? Hello.
I'm not a queen.
Oh, you are to us, my love.
That was a performance fit for a king, though.
Oh, Julie, you are an absolutely incredible contortionist and aerial acrobat. And I mean, I wish we could have had the silks here because that's your forte, isn't it? We have many disciplines, but that's one of your favorites, yeah?
Yeah, I love being really high in the air.
Yeah. I have seen you drop from the sky. I think literally the biggest ballrooms in Sydney that we've got, the ICC, all of these other amazing places. You're so heavily booked, especially during corporate season. And I've watched you do I don't even know how many spins, but how do you? I mean, first of all, how do you stay fit during corporate season, especially when you're doing that every single night of the week and it takes, the teeny tiny percentage of the planet can do what you do. So please talk us through that a bit more.
Yeah, I think during corporate season it's about maintenance. It's not really improving, it's just maintaining what you've already got. But yeah, I think people don't really see the ugly side to corporates. So the training behind the scene, working away, and then the whole idea just gets flopped and then you've got to start from the beginning again. So you've got to just keep it interesting and learn how to go with the flow and not get upset if something doesn't follow through. But yeah.
I mean, you were very flexible with us. And,
I
saw what you did.
Stop it. How do you go with, because the stakes are pretty high, if you come down off something incorrectly, when you're building, would you say a component of your show, how do you do it? Do you just do a small part and do it really close to the ground, or how does it work?
Yeah, I think normally you would run a few tricks and then build on that and keep adding to it, not just go all out and do everything at once. And I think also with aerials, sometimes you're actually more dangerous when you're close to the ground, because if you do a big wrap and you unravel with the silks, then sometimes you can the floor is there and you're not expecting it. So actually sometimes the height is in your favor, definitely. But I'm not afraid at all of being up there. I've just been doing it for so long. But then when I have to replace myself and I've got other people doing my routines, I'm freaking out. I'm oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm making them do that. It's so dangerous.
So how long are we talking? When did you first get into, contortion and gymnastics?
I started gymnastics when I was 11. So I was like a flyer. So it's almost like human pyramids. So you've got a bigger guy and then a smaller girl, kind of like extreme cheerleading. Oh, wow. So I was thrown around, and that's how I joined Cirque du Soleil, because I used to compete and then got picked up by one of the scouts when I was 17 and then went on tour for 10 years.
10 years in Cirque du Soleil?
Yeah.
That's incredible. Wow.
Long.
We were talking about tour before, but you just trumped us by a little bit there, I think. 10 years on tour.
I love Cirque du Soleil.
Wow.
It's incredible. I want to know, when did you discover your superpower? when was that moment where you were like...
So, actually, when you're a gymnast, it doesn't mean that you're a good performer. This is something that I always have to come back to and see how much, even though I don't do as crazy things sometimes, but it's being an artist isn't just about the skills, it's about the whole package. And then being able to perform and then being vulnerable and finding the beauty and the ugly parts, what for you may seem ugly. Yeah. So it's definitely, it probably took me, I would say, till I was about 24. And then I was oh wow, I can really perform this now. Yeah. When I'm up there, I don't care what people think. You're doing it for yourself. You're not doing it just to please everybody else. Yeah. And you're okay with doing your own thing. You don't want to be like someone else. Whereas I think when I was younger, I was oh, I just want to be like that person. I just want to be this good. I just want to be good. But then you realize being good is being individual and being different and finding something that no one else has. Yeah. So yeah.
You definitely have that. You are just... I literally can't speak or move my face when you're performing. I'm just staring at you how.
But hand balance is scary though, because you can see every little wobble, you can't even breathe without people seeing it,
It's incredible though. Oh my gosh, your core strength on you. Wow.
How do you maintain your game, that level of game? Like, how do you
Absolutely.
always, every year or every month, better what you did the previous?
So I was funny. I was actually training with a few of the girls that are slowly going to be taking my place, and I was like, it's like a 24-hour job. I was like, even when you're peeing, your knees need to be together. You straighten your knees, point your toes, sit up straight, relax your face. I'm
Yes.
like,
My
it's
mum
like
used
you
to tell me
can't
the
do
same.
like I can't do anything normally. I'm like sitting on the couch and I'm like, I just need to crack here and I just need to do this there. But no, it's not just the training. It's like maintaining the skills and then the strength as well. So like you have to do some stuff at the gym and then also the acrobatic stuff, and then obviously working with the music, because I don't like to just like wing it. So just really like the music's a big deal for me. The costumes, the whole theme. So it's, when you add it all up, we probably get paid like 1 cent an hour.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Like, how long did it take to put together your costume with all the crystals and whatnot? The stamina and the crystal applying.
I know. This was pretty painful though.
Oh, man.
I have to say. Even the guy who made it for me, he was like, I'm not doing that job, you're doing that job. 'Cause I'm like, I want crystals all over it.
Make me shiny.
So where do you see aerial acrobats and contortion going?
I mean, at the
What's the
moment,
next
you
iteration?
kind of have to learn how to collaborate. Like, it's not just about the acrobatics, it's about the music, it's about the lighting, it's about backstage, on stage. And recently I've been working with a company called Ramis Illumination, and they're like an architectural lighting company.
Oh, wow.
So they're just like really, really inspiring, and their team is so diverse as well. And it's all about the immersive experience, and it's a little bit wacky and out there, but amazing at the same time. And they have an architect who builds all their machines. So recently the Star just did a renovation in the grand foyer, and they have this big circular water curtain.
I've seen this. I've seen it. I've seen you multiple times at the Star walking past, and I'm like, it's Julie.
Yeah.
And look, she's flying by her neck, and there's water, and it's
I
like
know,
it's
it's
breathtaking.
pretty amazing. I actually watched it without me in it, and I'm like, how can people like focus? This is like really overstimulating. There's too much going on.
It was
but-
just right for someone like me. I was like in my element, watching Julie flying through the air in the aqua.
I know. I mean, that water feature was actually built in Strasbourg in France, and there's not that many of them in the world, actually. So they do big scale productions with water fountains. And there again, it's so different, but again, they're artists, you know, it's like, it's kind of nice when all art forms can come together and then make something really different. I feel like on your own, you can't really achieve epic, wow, amazing. It's really about collaborating with other people and not just making it just acrobatics. You want to, when someone watches you, you don't want them to think, oh gosh, she's working hard, or like, oh gosh, look at that trick. Oh God, you want to just watch it with ease and then feel something, you know, whether it's messy and all over the place, that is like, you
That
can
might be the
also,
vibe.
it might be the vibe.
It's kind of like our show.
No,
Perfect.
Yeah, we can't do this without all these people, so yeah, we get pretty messy.
but yeah. That's what I see for the future. Definitely collaborating and maybe doing some smaller scale shows, you know,
Absolutely.
rather than just the big productions. And yeah.
So if we have young viewers out there who are gymnasts wanting to, you know, potentially gravitate into this industry, because it does seem like they're very separate. It's a skill set that I would imagine only a very small percentage of the planet have, right? How do you develop that if you want to be like that?
I think just having like strong foundations to start off, so making sure that you are strong and you're not going to get injured, and if you have good technique, then it's not as hard because the technique is there, and so you do the maximum amount of work with very minimal effort. But I think just like along the way, I've learned that your body, it will break at one point. It's not forever, so you've got to treat it with respect. Because in the beginning, when I was like, before I turned 20, I was like, yeah, I'm going to throw myself all around. And then at one point I was like, ow.
Oh, last time I saw you, you had
Yeah, I
a
broke
brace
my
on your
hand.
hand. And then you just took the brace off and performed anyway. And I was
I
like,
know, I know. That was silly. Don't do that. Don't do that at home.
sorry, did I just sorry.
I can imagine.
I saw like the
trouble.
surgeon the day before, and he was like, "You're crazy,"
Oh.
like because I broke my scaphoid, and it's like a bone that like can't heal normally on its own. So they're like, "You're crazy," and I was like,
The show
"Well,
must go on.
The show must go on. I've got another hand. I'm gonna do all of the other hand."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I must say, I've been following you for a long time, and I'd see some wild stuff. But would you be able to maybe share a little story that's like your most ridiculous, most wild gig?
Oh, I don't know.
Could be your worst one too.
Yeah, it could be the worst. It could be anything.
There has been times
Most
where I've
memorable.
been outside and like my canes are on sludgy grass and I've got my expensive costume on and they want me to roll around the floor and I'm like, I just don't think this is gonna turn out well.
People don't they don't think of all of these things, do they? They just go, we want you to do this, and you're like, oh.
Was it a Bucks party?
No, I haven't done one of them yet, but if COVID
not
keeps
yet.
going,
Not yet.
might have to, you know.
So where can people see? Well, now they can't. What are you doing now that they can't actually see you? in
At
person?
the moment, I'm working on a new piece actually, so it's kind of different themes. So we've got it's like a Gatsby chandelier trio act. It's coming up, so the acrobatics is done. So the chandelier just needs to be dressed, but it also kind of looks like a little bit like a Game of Thrones. So we're looking like kind of like, I don't know, a little bit fantasy as well. So different themes. I definitely want to do different themes. And then it also looks like a carousel. So it could be something that's used for Melbourne Cup. So it's specifically designed for 3 acrobats in it.
Incredible.
And it's only hanging by 1 point. So if like one person screws up, the other one gets catapulted off. It's pretty dramatic.
And I guess at that
I
height
think
too.
some people looking at us training, and they're like, how are they even professionals? Look at them.
Just flying through the air.
I know.
And I guess the benefit of that is that you're so high up, you don't need to worry about us COVID sufferers down here. Peasants.
Well, I think actually because of the situation right now, there's a lot of weddings that we've actually got because they can't have people dancing on the dance floor.
Oh, cool.
So, and some of them are really stunning venues. Like we've got Ivy Town Hall. Like they do actually have some really nice settings in weddings now. So hopefully that will keep going. But I think if this is just the time to like cultivate and just go back to what you love, because when you're doing gigs all the time, you're like complaining and this and that, you don't have time to really like so it is we've had enough time off to really go back to like the drawing book and be like, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. I forgot that I like that, you know, like you're in the middle of something, you're like, actually, I actually enjoyed it. I like training. You know, like so
Falling in love again.
Yeah.
So where can people find you?
On Instagram, maybe. Is that what you
Cultrure,
mean? So Couture _air.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah.
And they can book you through there?
Yeah, definitely through my website, my phone number. Yep.
That's incredible.
Just no sludge.
No sludge.
No sludge in those beautiful costumes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please thank Julie Cameron.
Thank you, Julie.
Couture_air. Check it out. Thank you so much for sharing your skills, your art, and hanging out with us too.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Oh my God, my beard keeps getting caught in this microphone. It's not jihadi beard friendly, these microphones.
Oh.
That hurts. All right, now we got something special for you. Yes, our very own.
We do?
MD, musical director Darryl Beaton, is going to perform a song for you guys. Your own song, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, what's it called?
It's called It's My Life.
It's My Life, guys.
Let's go,
Darryl
band.
Beaton and It's My Life.
It's my life, everyone.
Every man searching for his answers. Look behind, taking backward glances. It's my life, and I'll live it my way. This world's beauty for us is just the same. You just call it by another name. It's my life, and I'll live it my way. You can read a book that speaks of how you love until it fills your heart with joy. Another page in a different kind of place, and still bring a smile to his face. When a child plays, she never questions why. The other child looks different, so why should I? It's my life, and I'll live it my way.
see. Your ignorance is fierce to my tolerance. Evidence of your arrogance. It's my life, and I live in my way. So you can read a book that speaks of how you love till it fills your heart with joy. Yet another mate in a different kind of place, still bring a smile to his face. He might not walk like you, talk like you, but he's just trying to make it through the day. He might have a different God's head, but when it bleeds, his blood is still red. Allah Shiva put him Christ up. So many ways to see the light. I don't care for your political view. All you get to see is always bad news. Come on. Let's go, come on. Come on, check it out. It's my life, and I live in my way. It's my life, and I live in my way. It's my life, and I live in my. I'm gonna live it how I want to. Life, and I live it my way.
Darryl Beaton and the Mass in the house.
Damn!
I had to put my own applause on. That shit is sad.
Feels good, don't it?
I'm just going to leave it going too, right? Thank you.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen. Who needs a crowd? Darryl Beaton, guys. It's My Life. Where can people
Stop
find
it.
It's My Life, bro?
It's on all good platforms.
That's it.
Only the good ones.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Spotify.
geez, everywhere.
Yes. Darryl Beaton and the Mass. Give it
Yeah.
up for the Mass. Buddy and Carl Mercado. Yes.
And
All
we
right.
got the Horn Boys in here tonight.
Well,
They're ready to go though.
okay, funny you said that because I don't think you realize the musical heavyweights that we have in this room. And we actually pride ourselves on the fact that we've got Darryl Beaton, Buddy, we got Kyle, we got Dane, we got James. These guys are unbelievable musicians. Now, for those of you who just joined us for whatever reason, The Bachelor's finished or Love Island, I don't know what the fuck you people watch these days. But if you've just tuned in, I want to showcase the musical heavyweight might that we have on this show. So, Buddy, my man, can you play me a beat, please? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, first up on the plate, I want to introduce to you, on the trumpet, Mr. Dane Lamar. Can we break it down? Oh, all right. Dane Labori. That was incredible, man. And COVID-free. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have on the saxophone, Mr. James Mackey. For James Mackey now.
Yeah,
all right.
Horny boys.
We have to hand it over to our musical director, Darryl Beaton on the keys. My man, will you What are you doing, bro?
What are you doing?
What the
Darryl?
is that?
Is that a Yaz flute? Oh my god.
Mr. Burgundy.
There you go, folks.
Oh my
Another
God.
side of Darryl tonight.
Darryl Burgundy on the Yaz flute.
Darryl Burgundy.
All right. My God. What a talented bunch of mofos we have in this room.
I wasn't ready for
Where the
that.
hell did you pull that out of?
I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I apologize to all my real wind musicians behind me. Brothers, I apologize. I won't do it again, I promise.
The Yaz
Oh
flute.
man, we go everywhere.
Well, yeah.
We go everywhere.
No stone is unturned here. I mean, there's a lot of willies in the house.
What?
Yeah, there's a lot of willies in the house. I
Sausage
think,
fest? Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Oh yes.
Bit of
it
a
is
sauce,
indeed.
bit of a sauce fest. I reckon maybe we should
How
have
we
some
gonna
more
fix-
veggies.
How are we gonna fix that? Who we got?
I know just
who's your
the
girl gang?
types. All right, I'm going to introduce to you guys our little girl gang that we've assembled here. Now, you know our lovely Talissa Ryder. She's been doing our news reports. She's our journalist. And she gives us the juicy stuff. But you haven't met our other lovely lady friend over here. Her name is Tegan Bishop. And Tegan is taking care of all of our socials now and whatnot. She's taking
getting
care of
janky on Twitch.
She's getting janky on Twitch. Our Teagster on Twitch. She's been showing us the way.
Thank you.
I mean, it's a whole other world that we're learning about, and you are an incredible teacher, and you have so much knowledge. You're a little bit of a gaming queen, aren't you?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I still reckon I can take you on COD. We're gonna.
That's
I
1v1.
wanna see this. I would like to see this.
Let's do this.
COD is a game
can
for
organise
those of
that.
you who don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. I'm a
This is
COD widow.
G-rated.
But what you don't know about these ladies, although you might know if you've been tuning in and watching the show, but both of these babes have incredible voices, and we want to have a bit of a jam tonight, ladies. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Hey, all right, Darryl. Let's have a little. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Are you ready, Dre?
Reverb.
Are you ready? Yeah.
All right.
Tegan, baby, you start
Let's
us
go.
off.
I waited till I saw the sun.
Oh, girl. Okay, baby.
Don't know why I didn't come. I left you by the house of fun. Don't know why I didn't come. Yeah. Take the night I love real easy.
Hey, come on, T.
And I know that you still wanna see me. On the Sunday morning, music's real loud. Let me love you while the moon is still out.
kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities. I look like all you need. One kiss is all it takes. Falling in love with me. Possibilities. I look like all you need. I'm giving you everything. All that joy could bring. This I swear. Yeah, Jam. And all that I want from you is a promise you will be there. Say you will be there. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I'm coming now. Yeah, baby. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming. I'm coming now. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. Yeah. I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We'll be rocking till the sun comes up. I believe in a thing called love. Ooh, yeah. Get down on it. We got to get down on it. Get down on it. You got to get down on it. My girls, we get down on it. Come on, yeah, get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it.
Is there no end?
Did you girls rehearse in there? That's not fair. You came in red hot, baby. Shit.
There's just too much talent in this room.
The boys need to step it up, I reckon.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, the willies.
Jeez.
Guys, thank Talisa,
And
Tegan,
I
Talisa.
love that we share. We're good at
You
sharing.
like that? Yeah, that's it. That's it. For joining us and all the amazing work you do for us on Culture Pop Live. We are so grateful to have you here.
Pleasure, guys.
And I hope you're enjoying their segment and that segment. That was insane.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That was
We did the
Stop
thing.
it.
Yeah, it's better than the
They earned
fart
it.
noise. Darryl, you broke her.
You got me. You got me. You got me on that one. Terrible.
Every week, but
You're so like pro. You finally got
Not
you.
this week. Not
Mission
this week.
accomplished.
Yeah. Don't try it again.
Brings me so much joy. Thanks for being a good sport about it.
Guys, I have to ask you guys, how are you feeling about this experience, this whole thing that we're doing here right now?
Oh, I'm having.
Are we
so
out of our
much
minds?
fun. Oh, of course, but we're all having fun, aren't
least
we?
you're honest.
So yeah.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's so cool. It's just like you meet so many new people and you're just bringing so much like talent into one pool. It's just
So
like,
much energy. Yeah.
what is going on here?
It's like Tinder for the arts.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
Swipe right. Swipe right. Swipe
No,
right.
it's so good. I'm meeting so many wonderful people and
Yeah.
I just love the experience. It's such a good atmosphere here. So
Sick.
thanks for having me here.
Always,
I think
always.
we're pretty proud of the energy and this crew, this amazing crew. Can we get a wide of this incredible crew that help put this show together every week?
Yeah, don't worry about them. We've seen them.
I think we've got to give them applause.
They're pretty,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
pretty
Come on, guys.
saucy, aren't they? Look at
Okay,
them.
that's yeah.
They're a good-looking bunch.
Andre, there's Dario.
They have
Can we say some names?
They
Do you
have
do-
to meet a
Are we taking
criteria of
names?
good-lookingness. They've all passed with flying colours.
We got Randy
Randy.
and Andrew, who's a newcomer.
Yay! Oh, thank you, boys. Look at them.
Yeah. Saucy boys.
All right, guys, we have come to the tail end of our show, Culture Pop Live. This is our episode 8.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
it. Yep, episode 8 today.
Episode 8, that's right. We have six episodes in total for our season 1 here at Studios 301.
So we're 2 in. Yeah.
We're 2 in, and next week we're going to be in a totally different space. I'm super excited about that. Actually, we got some incredible guests. Let's not tell them.
No, I was going to rip in, but I'm
You
glad
guys-
we'll keep it as a
yeah.
little secret, a
Oh my
saucy
God.
secret.
Hey, can you please thank Volley K, Julie Cameron, Johnny Ruffo, Dane and James,
Thank you, boys.
Talisa, Tegan.
I mean, the list was
Who else have I forgotten?
We got the mass over there.
The Mass.
Yes.
DB and the Mass.
And we should remember to ask people to, if you can, chuck something in that tip jar so we can start spreading the love around our family. It's me.paypal/boutique.
Sweet.
And you can
Thank you, Darryl.
chuck some dollars our way, and we can start looking after everybody and keep this thing going, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
We want to do it for a while if we can.
we love it, and we really feel like this was something that, you know, was missing. Where do you find a show like this?
That's right. That's right. It's a nice little recipe we got going on.
Yes.
And we want to keep going if we can. So
Yes.
just an itty bitty tippy.
And we're done with the rabbit holes on YouTube. We are here, Culture Pop Live, every Tuesday night at Studios 301. Guys, it is time for our jam. This is what we like to do here on Culture Pop Live. At the end of our show is get everybody in their house up to have an old school jam. All right,
The mass.
Mr. Carl Mercado, can you drop me some of that bass? Hey. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Come on. Yo, I said hip hop, the hipper to the hippie, the hip hop, and you don't stop. Rockin' to the bam bam boogie, up jump the boogie to the rhythm to the boogity beat. Hey, and now what you hear is not a test, and I'm rapping to the beat. I got me, my crew, and my friends. We're gonna try to move your feet. You see, I am Wonder Mike, and I like to say hello. With the red, the brown, purple, and the green, the orange and yellow. The boogie to the bang bang, the boogie to the boogie, up jump the boogie to the bang bang boogie. Let's rock, yo, and you don't stop to the rhythm that'll make your body rock. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Kick it, G. Kick it, G. Come on.
Shorty, get down, good lord. Baby got 'em open all over town.
Yeah.
Strictly busy, don't play around. Cover much ground, got game by the pound.
What?
Getting paid is a forte, each and every way, the true player way. I can't get him out of my mind.
Sing it, baby.
Wow, I think about the boy all the time. Wow, wow.
Hey.
East side to the west side, we're hitting fat rides, it was no surprise.
What?
I got money in my stash, so much cash, fast when it comes to the gas. By no means average, it's on when she's gotta have it. Baby, you a perfect 10. Can I get in? Wanna get down so I can win, yo. I like the way you work it.
What?
No diggity.
Shake it.
Got a bag on, bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I gotta bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got a bag on, bag it up. I like the way you work it.
All right, I got one. I got one. The part of September. Hey, that day I'll always remember. Yes, I will. Hey, and now that was the day that my daddy died. You know what? Hey, you see, never got a chance to see him. Yo, I never heard nothing but bad things about him. Mama, I'm depending on you to tell me the truth. Mama looked up and she said, son, what did she say? Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. I said, now when he died, all he left us was alone. Let's kick that one more time, yo. I said, now Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. I said, now when he died,
Amen.
all he left us was alone. G-Banks, what you got up next?
Said shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me. Come on, ladies,
Yo.
shake that ass
Ladies.
for me. In your seats,
Shake it,
at
shake it,
home,
come on.
shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me.
shake it, come on.
Shake that ass for me, shake that ass for me. Oh, baby.
We got a lot of shaking going on over here.
Shake it, baby, you won't
Come
break
on.
it. At home in your seats,
that's
in the
me.
lounge room, cooking dinner in the kitchen. You gotta shake it, baby. Woo!
We'll break it down. Break it down. Break it down now. Yeah. Hear the drummer get, 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 hear the
Wanna hear me up? Wanna hear me up?
Watch out for this. Watch out for
Wanna hear
this.
me up? You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Hey! Late night when you need my love. And I know when that hotline blinks.
Oh, yeah, baby.
That could only mean one thing. I know when that hotline blinks. That could only mean one thing. Call me, baby.
Bra, bra. Bra, bra,
In the building.
bra, bra, bra.
Don't know you're with me. Culture Pop, are you with me? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Tuesday every night now. All week every day now. Culture Pop, are you with me?
All right, break it down,
Oh
break it down.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Break it down. Now we've got two amazing players in this house. We got Volley K and Buddy right here, and he's got himself some electronic drums, and we got ourselves an acoustic drums. I'm thinking a drum off. What are you thinking, brothers?
A little bit of a battle.
You want to come on over, brother? Yeah, man. Yeah, he's got some sticks.
Oh, yeah, he's got some
he's got
sticks.
some fresh sticks. You are watching this for the very first time, ladies and gentlemen, on Culture Pop Live. Volley K and Buddy. All right, we got electric versus acoustic. Brah! Break it down to Volley K. Just volley. Bring back the beat. Yeah, baby. All right. Oh, vaya. Oh, pa, oh, pa, oh, pa. Oh, vaya. Oh, pa, oh, pa, oh, pa. All right, can we break it down? Can we break it down? All right, which camera am I at? Get me on this one here. Ladies and gentlemen, every Tuesday night, Culture Pop Live, 7:30 to 9:30. These incredible human beings gracing Studios 301. I hope you enjoyed this show as much as we have. My name's Dre, that's Gemma, that's DB, this is the mass, this is the massive, crazy room full of unbelievable talent that will be here next Tuesday, Culture Pop Live. Fellas, take it out! Please take our horns, Dane and James. Give it up for Volley. Give it up for Johnny, Teagues, Give it up for Lisa. Give it up for Julie. Culture Pop Live. We'll see you next Tuesday. Roll.